Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing well. We just wanted to take a few minutes after our last introduction video. Uh, Randy, the host of the podcast, and I were talking, and we decided that it might be a good idea, before our first official episode, to do another intro video. Um, just to let you guys, be introduced to me. And my name is Rob. I'm going to be handling all the stuff behind the scenes. I'm the tech guy for the podcast, so that means I'm in charge of handling our lighting, handling our filming, and our video editing. I'm also going to be doing our various social media platforms, Facebook. I'm also going to be, handling the YouTube channel and editing the videos. Um, I'm also going to be doing some fact checking for Randy during our videos. So if you guys ever hear, "Hey Rob, check this out for me," and hear a voice off screen, that's me. So, but more importantly than what I'm going to be doing behind the scenes, I kind of wanted to take some time to explain to you why I'm doing this and what led me to it. Um, and that's in the form of my testimonial that I'm getting ready to give you guys. Little bit of backstory. I had about a 12-year career in the restaurant industry, and it was a pretty successful career. Just killing it. Living the dream. Um, Great personal life, great work life, family life. Everything's perfect, or so I thought. So, I'm doing all this, and September 21st, 2018, life just hits a brick wall. To make a really long story short, I get put in the hospital, and the doctors think I had a stroke. I spent almost a week in ICU in their stroke unit, and we're going through all these various tests, scans, you name it, they did it, and they could not find any evidence of a stroke. Eventually, I'm diagnosed with a pretty rare migraine condition that, basically anytime I have a migraine, it mimics stroke symptoms. So I'm going through all this, and, the doctors are trying to get this under control. Injections, infusions. We're trying probably anywhere between 25 to 30 different medications to get this thing under control. And I'm just not responding to any sort of treatment whatsoever. It gets bad enough to the point that my doctors take me out of work and say, "Hey, you need to stop driving." So, one thing leads to another. A lot of hardship. My wife and I, we're struggling financially. I'm struggling, obviously, physically and emotionally and mentally. Um, and honestly, there were times where we could barely afford to feed ourselves, let alone pay for our mortgage. Um, and this goes on for a while. We've got a lot of support from family and from friends, and we're really grateful for that. But at the same time, going through this health issue and mental and physical, it just begins to really, really take its toll. Um, I'm broken physically. I'm broken mentally, emotionally. I'm about as broken as a human being can get. And I was always I was always religious. I was always a believer. But my relationship with God was definitely not as strong as it needed to be. So I get to my lowest of low points, and one day I get on my knees and I humble myself before God, and I pray to Him I pray, God, if you still have a reason for me, send me a sign. And within a minute, almost instantly, I'm given that sign. And fast forward a few weeks into the coming months, things start to really, really change for us in a lot of positive ways. A lot of things go through and happen for us that put us in a financial situation where we're not worried about losing our home anymore. We're not, we don't have that burden on us. And, fast forward to where we are today, there's still been some hardships. The health issue is something that I still struggle with. Some of the family and friends that helped us through that difficult time, we've lost. But instead of questioning, instead of wondering, I thank God for the hardships that He's put me through, because they've only led me closer to Him. And I know the people that I've lost are with Him. And I know I'm going to be with Him eventually. I'm with Him now. So that's a little bit about me and why I decided to get involved in this and kind of, pay forward what I've received through the grace of God. But speaking on the podcast a little bit, wanted to let you guys know, we want to be very, very clear about this. We want you guys to have fun. We want this to be entertaining, and we want it to be engaging. But being very clear, this is not an entertainment podcast. This is an educational podcast. So, eventually down the line, we do want to incorporate other things. We want to incorporate maybe some interviews and maybe even a couple of debates here and there. But for the most part, at its core, true, authentic, biblical discipleship is all this podcast is about. Now, with that being said, I want to ask you guys, please, 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 take just a few moments of your time, like the videos, subscribe to the YouTube channel, drop us some comments, and check us out on Facebook too. All these things might seem really minuscule, but they really, really help the algorithms out, which in turn gives us a lot more eyes and a lot more ears, and will hopefully maybe even give God a few more hearts. So, with all that being said, I appreciate you guys. I'm looking forward to sharing this journey with Randy and with you guys. And just know that I'm praying for love, for light, for compassion, not only for us and you guys, but for the world as a whole, because that's something that humanity desperately needs right now. But we look forward to seeing you guys. We look forward to taking this journey with you. Thank you all so much for your support, and we'll see you for the first official episode soon.